We are in a simulation. The Big Bang Theory was missing the on button. Atoms are bits. The multiverse theory is accurate, and the other universes are simulations running parallel on the same hardware. Some of us are NPCs, I hope not myself, and others are ported in from outside the simulation. This is one of the 50 ideas that are included in this video. I have many ideas that range from ones I recently came to and others that I've been thinking about deeply for some time now. They are a blend of speculative thought, playful exploration, and thoughtful conviction. On this channel, we explore the frontier of technological innovation and its effect on humanity. The frontier of innovation can be chaotic, considering it is a space of unknown that most have not explored, and ideas may not fully be hashed through. This means sometimes the things I think about will be characterized as insane. Sometimes we will miss the target when we try to propose solutions. And if we miss the mark, hope to spark ideas and inspire creativity within you so that you can improve upon this concept, and hopefully I could entertain you along the way. If you make it through the remaining 49 ideas, please share your favorite, the funniest, the one you agree with the most, or the one you disagree with the most. This was very fun for me to write, so I hope you enjoy this video. And if you want to get the written content ahead of time, you can subscribe to my Substack. The link will be in the description below. And now, let's get to the 49 ideas. Idea number 2. Bitcoin will be the most valuable store value blockchain. Cardano will be the most valuable digital economy blockchain. Cardano is the layer 1 blockchain with the highest potential for success against all competitors. 4. Humans are social creatures before they are truth-seeking. Ask yourself, do I believe in something because I think it's true? Because everyone around me believes in it. Many of us get caught up believing something because others in our social group believe it. In relation to crypto, FTX is a great example. 5. Religious stories are the defined parameters of the human experience that humans have observed for thousands and thousands of years. Since the Nietzschean death of God, humans have pridefully been ignorant of the most wisdom-filled text ever to be created, which is a big disservice to humanity. 6. We need madness in our institutions and governments because it reveals to us that some of the most incredible people who exist stand by their principles against the overbearing tyranny of the institution. 7. Daro Lycos is one of the strongest fictional heroes I've ever encountered. He would take down the Avengers if you gave him a year to strategize. Caveat is that I've not read much fiction, so there may be some fantastic heroes I've never read about. 8. Science fiction, fantasy, and fiction in general have a more significant impact on the behavior of humanity than nonfiction. 9. There will likely be a portion of the economy AI will never replace because it's a very human profession. I've yet to think through the number of jobs this applies to in our current job market. 10. If we get the value distribution correct and people can maintain the same or a higher standard of living, then AI replacing most jobs is actually exciting to me. You're telling me I can spend my weeks deriving meaning from exercising, conversations with loved ones, watching movies, reading, gaming, playing sports, listening to music, listening to podcasts, playing chess, spending time with my dog, starting a family, and writing. I don't care if I don't make money doing it. I enjoy writing as part of the human experience. People really put their minds to it, they could fill the 40 hours they work. Like I said, though, the value distribution needs to be right. 11. Virtual reality will reach a point where we can converse with someone and feel like we're in the room with them. We can experience podcasts with podcasters, and we can listen to music with artists performing for us. Number 12. Artificial intelligence needs Cardano specifically. Frontier letter number 9 explains why. 13. I wish there was a human kibble so that most of my meals could be nutrients I need, take extremely little time to make, and make having tasty and extravagant meals much more meaningful. Kibble would have a different texture or taste than dog kibble. Still the idea, standardized nutrition set with minimal preparation time. Soylent is the closest thing to this. 14. I think I will live to be 300 years old. Remember that if you bet against me on this, you're here, and you're here with me 272 years later. You're going to be hoping I die, which isn't very nice of you. My 300-year-old self is looking for your support. 15. The power of the word, the logos, is far more than most people believe. 16. Red Rising is the best fictional book series of our time. When it comes to screens, it will have either a Harry Potter moment or a Game of Thrones moment, depending on whether it's a show or a movie. 17. People shaming 9-to-5 jobs is antiquated. Many people like the stability in them if they can find something that aligns well with their personality. 18. 99% of the truth is still unknown. 19. We will be able to 3D print food from our own houses with extraordinarily cheap organic material that is encoded to work exactly as prescribed by our genes and gut microbiome, meaning vegans can print steaks and carnivores print bread and get the proper nutrients they need from it and the matching gut bacteria so it agrees with them. 20. The show Succession reveals how people truly desire extreme levels of wealth, but because the show demonstrated how incompetent and terrible the people were, no one felt guilty for watching the show. Thinking about people who think of billionaires is evil, yet led to a further desire to be wealthy. And I think it will be a partial factor that served as a help to end the idea of wokeness. It reminds me of the fact that Dallas was really popular in the Soviet Union, and even Gorbachev said he believed it was in large part what led to the end of the Cold War and the downfall of the Soviet Union. 21. One honest person can take down an entire tyrannical country, and I literally believe this to be true. 22. Conversations are more impactful than we think, especially now that they can be made public. 23. The unconscious mind is unbelievably complex. Society matures to a place where it's common to be caught up on emotional problems. We will start to partake in unconscious exploration retreats. Jung's active imagination sessions will become a daily active practice in the same way daily meditation grew in popularity in the West. 24. The Rabbit R1 device is more significant innovation than many think. I believe I can increase my productivity immensely with R1, and they're just getting started. If you're curious about how I will do it, drop a sub and I will track my first 30 days getting the device and what I can do with it. Now, quick caveat on 24 here. I wrote this about 2.5, 3 months ago, and I now have the R1 device, and I disagree with myself when I wrote this. So 24 is maybe still true if we expand our time horizon, but it is not as impressive as I thought it would be. But I will explain why I do like and why I have loved using it so far. Just drop a sub for future updates. 25. The idea that good triumphs over evil is only true if people work hard for that to be the case. People worldwide are working hard for evil to triumph over good, too. We are halfway through the ideas. If you're enjoying, drop a subscription and please like the video. 26. In my lifetime, refer to idea number 9, 300 years, I'll be able to genetically engineer nearly every part of me, like a video game character creation. 27. The modern educational system is currently on the route of gradual fall. Sudden collapse is pending the next greatest learning tool, which may be closer than we think. It could be something like the Rabbit R1 that's optimized for helping that individual achieve their whole potential self. 28. I haven't heard much of the conversation about the psychological benefits of AI, but they can be immense. Imagine an AI that is optimized to always help you constantly collaborate on what your best potential self is aiming for. It can be individuation AI at your side at all times. It will become closer to enlightened beings with them at our side. Enlightened is defined as individuals who have solved the malaise in their conscious and unconscious minds. 29. A psychedelic revolution is impending and necessary. I don't think it's a coincidence that the decriminalization and legalization of psychedelics are trending, because I believe that humans realize they want more than there is to offer, even in a vastly abundant world. Spiritual and religious experiences will become as sought after as gold. 30. I think it's likely that listening to people talk via audiobooks is a better way to retain the information in a book, given that humans have evolved longer to harness stories in the oral tradition than they have in the written tradition. 31. Brain-computer interfaces, where we put chips in our brains to enhance our cognition, are terrifying propositions to a great degree because they make possible a human transcendental era where we become one hive mind, in theory at least, which is not the direction society should go. 32. Move fast and break things is best applied to forming intimate and romantic relationships, not software. 33. Okay, so this idea is not actually mine. It is Balaji Srinivasan's The Network State. Balaji has a fascinating idea, which, in one sentence, is a network state is a highly aligned online community with a capacity for collective action that crowdfunds territory around the world and eventually gains diplomatic recognition from pre-existing states. And I'll leave the link in the description below. His book is online for free. 34. A question that always stirs in my head. What are things we do today that humans will think of as evil and morally reprehensible in 100 years in the future? I guess making psychedelics illegal sits in that category for me. Part of me feels that within the next 100 years, we may find out that some of the animals we eat have a level of conscious awareness we can't perceive, and it is causing them great pain. 35. I believe that religious phenomena, dreaming, imagination, fantasy, and psychedelic experiences are all tapping into something similar. I don't know what that thing is, but it seems to me that, put it in an analogy, physics is to the objective world as whatever these experiences are is to the subjective world. 36. We will eventually get to the point where we actually use psychedelic, religious experiences, and dreaming to obtain knowledge from whatever that thing is. We may start to use it as a technology, which may precisely be what it actually is. 37. Successful creative endeavors are ideas pursued by a chosen host that correctly implements the idea. Properly receive those ideas. You must treat yourself so the space of ideas ports those ideas into you. This looks like a proper physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. 38. It's interesting that when we talk in terms of progress, it's in economic units or technological units. Seldom do we talk about how human psyche has transformed and progressed. 39. Cryptocurrency will be the most used money. 40. Blockchain will be the future of our internet. 41. Governments will implement blockchains for greater transparency, property rights, and increase voter turnout at the very least. AI alignment shouldn't be focused on trying to guardrail AI machines, as it should be about funding human connection and the ability to pursue psychological and physical health in an attempt to make the whole of humanity a more mature culture that can try to find truth in how we align together. If we don't know what we want and how we socially cooperate to get that, how are we supposed to tell the AI what to do? 43. We do not possess the skills as humans to wield the technologies we are creating. The answer lies within our unconscious minds, a supercomputer we mostly know nothing about. 44. I discussed in Frontier Letter 9 how a massive job displacement, to borrow from Hemingway, will happen gradually, then suddenly. Assuming AGI is coming by the end 2024, gradual part may have started. 45. We will soon participate in active lucid dreaming with technologies that trigger these states. 46. Advancements in neurotechnology will enable people to connect their minds while dreaming, creating shared dream worlds for exploration, entertainment, or therapeutic purposes, blurring the lines between reality and the subconscious. 47. Augmented reality will evolve to the point where each individual can live in their own customized reality bubble, overlaying the physical world with personalized digital enhancements, altering their perception of people, places, and events in real time. 48. A new technology will enable the transfer or sharing of emotions and feelings between people, enhancing empathy and understanding and potentially leading to a more harmonious society. 49. We will intentionally integrate biotechnology into our bodies, leading to a symbiotic relationship between biological and digital forms, enhancing physical and cognitive abilities, and creating a new subspecies of human. 50. We'll have to compete with clones and the dead sooner than we think. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. I know some of the ideas were whimsical and some exciting, some interesting to say the least. And a lot of these things are ideas that I'm excited to think about. So I will be thinking about at some point in the future, and I have covered at some point in the past. So, like I said, if you want early access to this content, subscribe to the newsletter in the description. And if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.